Time to bring the thunder. Let the heavens rage! Zeus!
Hello everyone, LZZois here. I'm super excited. Another weekly, my first weekly after surgery, directly with a new leader. If this is not worth to subscribe, I don't know what it is. And here the deck list, a new little feature. You will also see the deck list down below in the description. So I'm playing here red purple kit, quite spicy. I would like to shout out a YouTuber which is doing as well some content about OPTCG. It's Atronis. Basically I got inspired by him to try red purple kit. Sometimes I have the mood to play something spicy, something a little bit different, not usual, not meta. And this time my choice is red purple kit. First round, already one of the worst matchups I can face, but I have some interesting cards which can help me to win this game if I'm able to see everything I need. So for the ones of you who do not know red purple kit, it's a quite interesting leader. It's a duo color leader with 5 life. Why 5 life? Because the effect of red purple kit is that on my turn, as long as I do not have 3 or less life, my leader gets minus 1000 power. On the other hand, the second effect is when I attack, I can do -1 done and my leader gets plus 2000 power until end of the turn. So I won the dice roll. I decided to go second. I'm not quite sure if this is the right decision. So basically the strategy of red purple kit, and especially this deck build, is to ramp early to be able to play your big bodies in the mid-late game. So as you saw here, I have Bonclay to ramp, which I will immediately place, and I'm able here to swing 5000 into Law, which will force a card from my opponent's hand. Exactly, even a 2k, which is quite good. So I think the strategy here is pretty much the same, like, I mean, with purple Luffy against Doflamingo. It is to try to control the board, try them to spend a lot of cards in hand to protect their board, and as soon as they have almost no board and no hand cards, try to finish them in 2 turns. So I mean, my opponent saw here also quite nice play. He had his teach, which is quite annoying. So he's trying to pressure me here, which I think it's not bad. As you see in my hand, there is another deck tech which is especially made for this matchup. It's the 7-cost Whitebeard, and I drew into Beckman from my life, which helps also to actually have a better chance against Blue Doffy. So here another Law, bounce Law, Mr. 2 back to my hand, and here I start to counter out. I am on 3 life, so this means my leader is now permanently 5k in my turn. So here, as my opponent does not have any 6k body on his board, I decided to play here Whitebeard, because Whitebeard's effect on play, I can put a rested dawn to my leader or character, and then I can activate main, rest Whitebeard, and KO 5000 power character or less, which I have done. And then here, this is the power of red purple kit. I'm swinging due to the leader effect -1 dawn plus 2k until end of the turn with 8k into law. So this forces my opponent to spend 2 2ks, which at the end he does. So we go into the next turn. Yeah, my opponent told me that he saw the top card there, but I said like, yeah, no problem, it's fine. Anyway, his play would make him to see the card anyway, so it's not like something super crucial. So why did I choose red purple kit? I actually really like the idea of two color leaders with a little punishment, but they have 5 lives. What I'm not a huge fan is all the 2 color leaders which can't attack. This I don't like, but I like the red purple kit as he is so far into this TCG quite unique, and you will see that it is also fun to play. And of course, at the beginning, especially if you want to try him out in your own locals, probably your opponents will not know how to play against this leader. What kind of deck build do you run? Because red purple kit offers different deck builds. So this one here is more focused on red hair pirates, and other deck builds are also more focused, for example, on kit pirates and so on. So it's a quite interesting leader which offers you different deck build options, which I think is also quite nice. But definitely, guys, I mean, I just want to mention it still, but probably most of you guys know it already. This is not a meta leader. So what I mean is, like, if you're looking something to win big tournaments, I would not recommend you to play red purple kit. But from time to time, if you're thinking like, I need a little bit small break from my meta deck, I'm usually grinding, it's definitely worth to try red purple kit, as it is super fun to play. So here, coming back to the game, you see that my opponent again was able to establish board, which is really annoying. So here we have the Weevil, which is a 6 cost. So here I have to make a decision. I play Weevil and try... I play Whitebeard and try to remove Weevil with swings. Or I play Backman, remove Weevil and try to remove Law with swings. So here I'm going to swing first into Weevil with Whitebeard for free, just to have a look if the opponent gives 2 cards or not. So here again, a 2k and a 1k, so 2 cards left for my opponent. So due to this, I mean, I know that I'm able again to swing with 8k with my leader, so even more actually, yeah, with 9k even. So what I'm doing here is playing Whitebeard, destroying Bouncer Law, and swing 9k into Weevil using the minus effect of my leader to boost it with another 2000. So here we go, 9k into Weevil. Let's see if he wants to protect it. He has to counter it out with his 2 last cards, which he does not. And we go into Dofi's next turn. So what I'm still trying to learn with this deck, basically with this leader, is when to counter out and when not. This is something which I'm still figuring out, as somehow I want to get kinda fast to 3 life, so I am not punished anymore from my own leader ability of minusing myself by 1000. But on the other hand, I have to find somehow a healthy mix to not go too fast to 3 life downs, to put myself in a position where my opponent can just try to pressure me. Because this is, I think, one of the biggest weaknesses RP Kit has. As soon as actually the opponent tries to push you quite hard, you will panic quite fast a lot, because you do not have so much resources in hand to be able to protect every big swing. So after this weekly, which was basically my first time playing Red Purple Kit in paper, before I tested it quite a lot in OPTCG Sim, which is a nice way to get into new decks, learn how the synergies are in between different cards, and how to play against different matchups. But it's, I think, a different experience once you play it in paper. So I remember that I was super excited when I started to shuffle my deck, because I knew this is the first time I'm playing this leader on paper. And I knew that against Dofi I'm able to win, and it does not look bad actually. I saw 3 good cards which I need against Dofi, but you will see later during this game that some key pieces are missing. So here what we have is a Boa, which was cheated out by leader ability. So it was quite a heavy swing. You see, this is what I just mentioned. My opponent puts a lot of pressure, so I have to swing to give him some cards, otherwise he can try to finish me. And here the third bouncer law, which is able to bouncing back his Buggy and Son Goku, so he has again at least 3k counter, which is super annoying. So I have Ben, Uta, Searcher and 2 2ks. So what I'm probably trying here is first to swing into Boa. Let's see if he gives me for free some cards. Because I have the Ben Backman, which I'm able anyway to KO one of both characters. So quite nice. He lets it die, which gives me the chance to play Ben, KO the Law, and now I have 2 swings here. First swing with my leader into life with 8,000. And then another swing with Whitebeard, again 8,000. And I'm playing here Uta Searcher just to see if I can find something useful. So I have here only 2 targets which I can choose. Is it the counter, the 2k counter, or Ben Beckman? In this situation I would rather have seen 10 cost Shanks, which would help me a lot for the next turn. Because with 10 cost Shanks, even all the 6k characters turn to a 5k character, and I'm able to get rid of them with my Whitebeards. So yeah, unfortunately I could not see him, so I have to take here the Ben Beckman. So my opponent has a lot of cards in hand. I have only 3 cards left, which, yeah, is quite scary. 2 life. I mean, of course my opponent has to think like, I have 3 big bodies on field. I can start to pressure him next turn. So first thing first, here we go. Verona. I remember myself that at this day many of the mates playing the weekly were quite shocked when they saw me playing Red Purple Kit. Some of them when I was recapping the matchup, they said like, you played Pluffy, blah blah blah, you know, like, and I said no, I played Red Purple Kit. They were like, what? You play something different than Pluffy? I was like, yeah. You know, sometimes, as I already mentioned, it is good for your brain. Just you know, I'm a kind of player where, I mean, which likes to play meta, you know. But this is like probably in all other sports the same. If you try always, you know, like to focus on the best thing and grind hard, sometimes you lose a little bit of the original reason why you started to play this game. This is more or less fun, you know. So this helps sometimes to get this fire back burning, as it was at the beginning when you started to play this new TCG. So I would definitely recommend to everyone, if you have at the moment the feeling like, wow, you're just grinding and you want to win games and just play meta, something like this, just a local weekly or some friendly games with your colleagues can help you to get back the motivation or the fun in this game, just when you try to play a leader which is maybe not meta, but somehow you're just, I mean, you just have fun to play it. So of course Mingo does Mingo things from 0 board to 4 in one turn. Just crazy. I swear I'm praying every day that this leader will get a hit. It's just annoying. I mean, yeah, everybody has his own opinions. I think it was enough long in the meta. If we analyze how Bandai handled previous leaders which were very strong in the meta, they just banned it away. We have Sakazuki, we have RP Law, even I remember when they hit Whitebeard. So it could happen. I would definitely not be sad, and if it does not happen, I think something definitely will happen. So here I'm playing Ben Beckman to destroy the Boa and swinging here 7 into Jimbei. So I mean, I could have tried here to go for game, but with 4 hand cards and you are facing blue Dofi, I don't think this was a realistic play to do. So that's why I decided to get rid of Jinbei at least. This is why I just told you guys that I would preferably love to see with the Uta Searcher Shanks. So in this situation I would be able to remove both 6 costs, 6k characters, plus I would have swing into the rested character with Shanks, and my opponent would have only Perona and Leader Swing, which I have enough counters to counter it out. So yeah, due to the fact that I know that I'm fucked up if I don't see here a 2k in my life, I decided here to KO Perona as well with Whitebeard. But yeah. So if my opponent swings correctly here, there is nothing to do for me. I just need to see here a 2k. If yes, I win. If not, I lose. So let's see if I'm lucky enough or not. Definitely a very nice game here. Shout out to my opponent, which played it very good as well. It was for him probably the first time playing against Red Purple Kit, so it was for him also quite difficult what he expect, what not. So this is actually the goal of playing such leaders, where you confuse your opponents just by playing something weird and they do not know how to handle it. This works maybe the first couple of locals, but then after people getting used to your leader, and then yeah, it drops quite fast and you will not win so many games anymore. So what my opponent does here is he swings with 10, which is I think the right call here, and then he can swing another 11. So 10 I'm not able to counter out, and unfortunately I see here another very good card against this matchup, which I should have seen way earlier, but I was not lucky enough. So my opponent won. Still a very interesting first game. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next round.